this way.
So today I'm going to be doing this makeup look for you on a kind of fresh spring look, and I've done the whole look using no eyeshadow. Yes, I have eyeshadow on, but I haven't used eyeshadow for it. I wanted this to be like a really super easy and simple look to recreate, no matter what eyeshadow palette you have, or none, as in this case. So I've actually done the whole look using a blush palette. Doesn't mean you have to have this blush palette. This just came and this just screamed spring to me. This is the Benefit Cheekathon blush palette. But basically all you need is a bronzer and a blush of your choice to create this look, which I'm sure most of you, if you don't have an eyeshadow palette, you'll most likely will have a bronzer and a blush and a highlight shade, like that kind of thing. So I've done the whole look using just that, so no eyeshadow at all. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching.
Okay, so starting off with my super pale face, I'm going to be priming with the Armani Maestro UV Skin Defense Primer. This was the first time using this. This was sent to me from House of Fraser, as they've got an offer on at the moment. But the first time using it completely, and it felt so good on my skin, like really nice primer. Obviously this is the first time using it, so I'll let you know how it goes, but so far I loved it. For foundation, I'm using, see look how much I loved it, I was like, yes! For foundation, I'm using the Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 6.5. I've had this foundation for a while, but mine was in the shade 9, so luckily they also sent this foundation with it in my actual shade, which is 6.5. 9 is probably okay for me, like, in the summer, but right now with my pale face, like, it was just way too dark. So I'm so happy that they sent me the right shade because I love this foundation. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in number 10 to conceal and highlight my face. The same as always, underneath the eyes, bridge of nose, forehead and chin, and then blending out with my damp beauty blender. And then for cream contour, I'm using my E.L.F. This is the sculpting gel sculpt in the shade Silhouette to bronze up my face and contour, so forehead, cheekbones. I also put it here on my eyes. I don't know, I just feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit more like elongated, like almondy shape. My chin and my nose, and then again I blend it out with my damp beauty blender. This product is so beautiful when you blend it out. The shade is amazing, and you'll see here I kept this bit in real time. Push with the beauty blender, and you're popping with a amazing contour that is just beautiful. So I just continued to blend that out. And then I'm setting my under eyes and my whole face with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I have realised with the E.L.F. gel sculpting stuff, you do need to set it, because if you don't set it, after a bit of time, mine tends to kind of almost come off. I don't know how to explain it, but you definitely need to set it. So I use my Real Techniques brush on the under eye, and then just a large stippling brush to set my whole face, but using this brush so it's not too much powder. And then I'm going in with this amazing, how cute is this packaging? This is the Benefit Cheekathon, which is their new kind of blush collections. You've got your Dandelion, Hoola, Rocketshire, Dallas and Coralista, like basically all their amazing bronzers and blushes. And I'm first of all going to be deepening up that contour with some Hoola bronzer. Haven't used Hoola bronzer for so long. I ran out of mine ages ago and I've just never repurchased it. And I forgot how nice it is. It's such a nice colour. I'm just using that on this Sigma kind of angled contour brush to define the contour and also obviously just bronze up the face a tiny bit more. And then I will be going in with some highlight once we've defined that chin and got rid of that double chin we got going on. And I always take this on a smaller brush on my Sigma E40, which we will be using on the eyes later, but I just use that to just put a tiny bit down to contour my nose, but nothing too crazy, just like a tiny bit. And then, as I said, for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Anastasia So Hollywood highlighter. I need to get a new highlighter, right? I use this one all the time. But today I'm using it on a small Morphe eyeshadow brush. It's a fluffy brush. I just find with this you can be a bit more precise. As for this look, I wanted it to be like a real highlight pop of highlight rather than just like a whole face of highlight like I've been doing recently. And you can see it just gives like that such just like pop on your cheek. So I really liked this brush with it. And I also use that to highlight my nose. And then for blush, which I don't wear blush often, but spring to me is all about the blush. So I went in with Rocketshire and Coralista mixed together. Beautiful colours, like that perfect peachy like look. Finishing off my face with MAC Fix Plus. A lot of you have asked me recently why I use this so much. It just gets rid of the powderiness on your face and makes your face look a lot fresher and dewier and just a bit more natural. Like you can see now, obviously it's not dry so you can see the bits, but you can see like it just looks much more fresh. Okay, back in with that Cheekathon palette. Oh, by the way, look, I filled in my eyebrows, but I now have an eyebrow routine, which will be listed down below. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so going in back with that E40, I'm taking Hoola, and I'm running that through the crease. So I will be using this whole blush contour palette thing for the whole eye look. Taking the shade Dandelion to mix in with the Hoola, I'm going in with the MAC 217 just to define my crease a tiny bit more and just build up the depth of colour in this area. So you just want to keep building up. As I said, for this part you can use any matte bronzer. You don't particularly have to have this palette. This just was like convenient because it was all in one and because it is limited edition. I think it's a really great product to have because it's got so many options in it with contour, blush, and it's just a really good palette to have. But if you don't want to get this palette or you don't have this palette, any matte bronzer would be fine for this part of the eye look. So you're just going to work that through the crease. You know that I love using bronzer in my crease. I do this quite often. So just working it through until you're happy with the depth. I wanted to keep this look pretty soft. Next, I'm going in with a Sigma Flat Definer brush and I'm packing on some Coralista, which is this beautiful peach shade, which has like a shimmer to it, but nothing too crazy. It's not like glittery. It's just got like this beautiful sheen, which to me, like peach sheen is spring. So this was like perfect. It's definitely this colour that made me think of this palette as spring. But any blush that you like would do in like a peachy shade. I know Milani Luminoso would be beautiful as well. Highlighting the brow bone with the Anastasia So Hollywood and also the inner tear duct area. I can't remember what it was called then. But yeah, obviously you can see I'm using blush, contour and highlight. Pretty much like I'm contouring my eyes, but yeah. Anyway, mascara, using Too Faced Best in Sex Mascara just to prep my eyes for the lashes, which I'm going to be using the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour. I'm then going in with my Kat Von D liquid liner just to make sure the lashes blend into your eyes and they don't like stand out too much, seeing as we haven't got liner on. That was a funny face. And then I'm lining my tight line with a black kohl liner and then going in with the waterline with a nude liner. This one is a 17 concealer crayon or something, but any nude liner or concealer pencil will do. And then I'm also going to go in with some of that Hoola on a flat definer brush just on the lower lash line. I wanted to keep the lower lash line pretty bare to keep the look very fresh, but we did still want to put something there because my eyes look a bit too goggly. Going in with mascara, I'm just making sure the lashes blend and also putting some on the lower lashes. And then finally it's time for lips. I'm using the Kylie lip kit in Posie K, but just the liner. The liners of her lip kits are bomb. They're so good. They're really, really creamy. Apparently they're the same as Colourpop, but I haven't tried Colourpop, so I don't know if that's true, but I need to get my hands on some. I'm then going over that with Dose of Colour in Bear With Me. This is like a peachy nude shade in a liquid lipstick, so it does dry completely matte. I felt that this colour was just a bit too pale for me. I don't really wear colours this pale, which is why I use the darker lip liner. And once I've put this on, I do go back in with a lip liner just to go over the edges, kind of give it a tiny bit of an ombre feel, but also just deepen it up and make it a little bit more pinky shades. But once you've done that, the look will be done.
Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you like these videos of trying to like create makeup looks using different products. Does that make sense? Yeah. But yeah, I hope you like the look, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.